It takes a while before the power gets back on. Okay, we want to get the latest now for you on Francine's track. So here's meteorologist Hannah Gard.
Thanks, guys. Let's talk about those impacts that are about to really start ramping up here. We've already seen some heavy rain moving into the area. That's increasing that flooding threat. And once we start to get those more central outer bands that are going to have that heavy rain, we're going to see some flash flooding starting to occur. Storm surge, we'll see that starting to begin, but something that's helped us out is we're going into low tide. So it's taking a second for the water to get pushed in, but that peak storm surge is going to be as Francine makes landfall. Widespread power outages, we were talking about that threat. They're going to extend pretty far inland because we'll see those hurricane force winds almost all the way to areas like Lake Pontchartrain. We could see those Category 1 hurricane winds, and then tropical storm force winds farther inland and in southern Mississippi. The tornado risk is continuing to develop. We haven't seen anything yet, but I do think we'll have some tornado watches coming out soon as we see those bands getting closer. And you can see those tornado warnings pop up quickly with very little lead time because they're moving so fast into our area. So we'll continue to watch for that. Have not seen that watch coming out yet, though. So waiting for maybe that tornado risk to become elevated over the next couple of hours. Now, looking at what watches and warnings we do have out, we have that hurricane warning reminder for Terrebonne, Lafourche, southern Jefferson, and then they've extended that hurricane watch into southern Tangipahoa, St. Tammany, Orleans Parish, northern Jefferson, St. Charles, and St. John. Now, the reason we have that watch is because we could see those hurricane force winds translate farther inland. If we don't, those areas are also under a tropical storm warning, along with everywhere else in blue, which is going to be tropical storm force winds coming in. So that's going to be 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible still. Now, I wanted to show you this map for New Orleans, our newest model runs. You can actually see where we're kind of getting those drops between bands here, but we could see up to 70-mile-per-hour winds as we get to this evening, and then the eye will come through later, and we'll see that direction shift. But 70, 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts not out of the question for the metro. That's going to lead to widespread power outages. So looking right now at Viper radar, here's what we're seeing. We're watching these coastal storms that are coming inland here off the southeastern coastal areas. Those are pretty strong thunderstorms. I want to watch for that tornado potential, and then definitely with these stronger bands that are right now making their way through Grand Isle, Port Sulphur. We could see some spin-up tornado activity here, and we're getting a look at that eye. You can even see some lightning on the western side of this, showing that we do have some strengthening on the edge of the eye wall. So it's really going to be that northwest and western side that we'll see the heaviest winds. But we have that tornado outlook today, level 2 out of 5 for the severe risk, extending west of Baton Rouge with the level 1 out of 5. That's for those spin-up tornadoes. And then we're really concerned about that flooding risk. When you look at this map, the areas in purple, that's over 8 inches of rain, and where you see those bullseyes of white, that's over 10 inches of rainfall. And a lot of this is from that eye wall, and you can see how far to the east our model is than the track. I put that on here. This is the eastern edge of the National Hurricane Center track, and keeping in mind that that rain would be on the northern side, this modeling has the eye way to the east of the National Hurricane Center track. So I want to think maybe it's going to be a little bit farther west than that because it's deviated so much, but I wouldn't rule out that track all the way up through the metro. So we got to watch for really heavy bouts of rain leading to significant flash flooding very quickly. In terms of storm surge, we did see an elevation in the threat for southern Mississippi and for Lake Pontchartrain. Yesterday we were saying 3 to 5 feet. Now we're looking at 4 to 6 feet because the system is a little bit more on that eastward side, which means we'll see persistent southerly winds. And then if we have that eye track through the metro area or closer to here, we could see some problems on the other side into the river parishes, pushing that lake water in, and that would be an issue for us there. On these shorelines, 4 to 6 feet as well on the eastern side. Eastern Plaquemines Parish, you could see some of the southerly winds pushing it into St. Bernard too. And then for Barataria Bay, we're looking at 4 to 7 feet of storm surge. The main issues, though, are going to be for Terrebonne and Lafourche, as well as maybe southern Jefferson, where we're seeing the winds coming into the eye. They're going to push into Barataria and Terrebonne Bay. Now, the eye positioning is going to be very important on where we see the greatest surge. If we do see that to the western side of Houma or in central Terrebonne, it's going to really be a problem for Terrebonne Bay. So looking at the tidal times, we've actually not seen too much flooding yet because the tide is going down. So the high tide was early this morning in Cocodrie. It was at 4:42. So the tides are going down, although the water's pushing in. We're just not seeing significant surge yet, but we will. Grand Isle, 3:27 was that high tide. So this is helping us out a little bit. We're actually going to be kind of at peak low tide for a lot of these gauges, and that will help with the storm surge. But Breton Island in the Sound, also seeing high tide early this morning, so we're on the downward trend there. A lot of these through the early afternoon, we'll see the low tide. Mississippi coastline, 4 to 6 feet of storm surge. That high tide was this morning too, so again, very helpful. Over toward the Wrigley's and Slidell, also 4 to 6 feet of storm surge. High tide was a little bit later, but that's good because it's going to take a while for those winds to translate up to these more northeastern areas. So the later your low tide is, the more helpful that'll be for the surge pushing in. Lake Pontchartrain, 4 to 6 feet. High tide is at 142. So I do think that this will be on the higher edge compared to a lot of these stations. And this is true for many of these northern areas of Lake Pontchartrain too, even the northeastern side towards Slidell. So we'll have to watch for that because these are going to be pretty high water levels as the winds start to push in by this evening. We're seeing those wave heights going up. Now it's not too bad over here in the eastern area, still 5 to 6 feet, but you can see where that big swell is happening. So we'll keep watching these buoys and see if those start increasing. But here's a look at Francine in the latest advisory. 90-mile-per-hour wind speed sustained. It's moving pretty quickly northeast at 13 miles per hour. So that's the good news with this system. We are going to see that move through. It's going to be trucking up there to the northeast, but it looks to me like it's still trending a little bit on the eastern side of this center line. And when we're looking at those high resolution models, a lot of them have it east of the National Hurricane Center track. So all of our coastal areas preparing for this stronger Category 1 hurricane coming into the coastline. I think it's going to be at 90 miles per hour at this point. So those areas in Terrebonne, Lafourche Parish, looking for those hurricane force winds and then translating farther inland too. But you can also see how displaced the heaviest rainfall is. And it's to the northwest, which is a little bit unusual. Typically we see the northeastern side of the eye wall is the strongest, but this is being accelerated to the northeast by an upper level low pressure system that's coming by and picking it up. So that's why we're seeing it speeding up, and that's why our biggest impacts are going to be felt on the northern and western side of this system. So guys, we're continuing to watch those outer rain bands coming in, but we still have a ways to go before we really see those winds picking up. But you see how close it's getting now to the coastal areas. We will see those tropical storm force winds coming into play as we head really throughout the next hour or two. Those conditions are going to worsen.
This kind of odd sort of or unusual circumstance where it's got the heaviest storms in the upper left-hand quadrant or the north of the storm also. You anticipate that will last through the duration here?
Yeah, I don't really see that changing, and a lot of our modeling is consistent with that too. You can kind of see when we show you the rain potential, this swath of rain that comes across the area is from that lopsided convection or rain activity on the northwest side of this. It's not going to be the northeastern side like we typically would see, which is why when we show you that model, it's a lot actually farther east than what the hurricane track is, because it has that rain swath going up through the metro, which would put the eye even farther east than that. So I do think it's maybe not going to be that far east, but I don't think it's out of the question, but somewhere between that Terrebonne landfall, we're going to see a swath of really heavy rain from that convection that's firing up.
So can we say it's not going to be St. Mary's Parish now?
I would say a little bit east of that. The eastern side of the National Hurricane Center track looks more likely to me than this center line. This is the center line of the track, and so many of our high resolution models just have it east of that, which I trust those more than just looking at the global models. Zach explained it earlier. they just have a higher resolution for these things. Although there's a lot of really complicated physics with tropical systems, they sometimes see those microphysics better than those broader models do.
Okay, gotcha. Let's shift gears now a little bit, focus
Thank
on
you, Hannah.
Plaquemines Parish. Thanks so much, Hannah. And Chris Joseph is there.